Hello and welcome to today's video. So today's video is the March TBR, which we will once again be deciding using my Snakes and Ladders TBR game. So yeah, this is the board. If you've never been here before, never seen this is the Snakes and Ladders board. Each of the colour-coded squares relates to a card, and the genres are other, type, game, genre-ish or visual. When you land on a square, you pick a card with the corresponding colour on, and that's your prompt. You then choose your book from the prompt given. I roll 6 times. 6 is pretty decent. I can normally read 6 in a month. I can normally read a couple more, but I like to have a bit of movement for mood reading, and this is just anything I come across in the month. So yeah, we do have snakes, which if you land on a snake you have to add a roll. If you land on a ladder you can minus a roll. And then there are 4 silver squares, which are different things compared to the prompts. If one of those is landed on, I'll go through it, but if not, there's no need to worry. If you want a full rundown of everything, what it is, how it works, I will link up above January's TBR game, where I go over all of the rules and everything in detail as to what's happening. I use a counter. What I'm doing is I start from where I finished the previous month. So for instance, this month I will start on 42 because that's where I ended in February. And I use a 8-sided die to roll and choose how many squares we move along. As simple as that. It's really fun. I like the game and it's been working really well for me so far. So, February. Did I complete the TBR set in the February TBR? I still don't know. As I'm recording this, we still have just over a week left of February, and I still have 4 books that I need to read from the February TBR. But I've decided I'm not going to do punishments. Maybe I will keep a track, and if I haven't completed those books by the end of the year, maybe I'll have like a big punishment for December or something. I don't really know, but for right now I don't want not reading at a fast enough pace to feel like a punishment. Like, I want to be able to read and enjoy what I'm reading. So for right now I'm not worrying about punishments. I'm not in a good enough routine to really set that up yet. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rolls, and in between each roll I will come here and present you with the book I have chosen. I do have a few books that I'm hoping to get to this month that I'm hoping I'll be able to fit for the prompt, so we will just wait and see and hope for the best. But yeah, let's get rolling. Okay, so the board is all set up. We ended last month on 42, so that's where I put the counter, and we're going to roll 6 times, so let's just get to it. So roll number 1 is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's a +1 and genre-ish, so we're now rolling 7 times, but let's pick the genre card. Oh, okay, it's a wild card, so it actually means I can pick anything I want for this. So yeah, I am really happy about that one. Okay, so roll number 1 landed on genre-ish, and for this we got wild card, which means I can pick anything. It doesn't have to be a specific genre, it's literally I can pick anything. And there's one book that I've been really wanting to get to, and I've been trying not to read in February because I'm trying to stick to my TBRs when I make them. So I think I'm eventually going to pick up The Tea Dragon Society. This is by Katie O'Neill, and it sounds so amazing. It sounds so lovely. I just really want to read it. It's a graphic novel, and I'll show you the illustrations. Let's go to the first page. So these are the sort of illustrations that we have in here. It's just really pretty. It's really colourful, really cute. And yeah, after discovering a lost tea dragon in the marketplace, Greta learns about the dying art form of tea dragon caretaking from the kind tea shop owners Hesekiel and Eric. As she befriends them and their shy ward Manetti, Greta sees how the craft enriches their lives and eventually her own. It just sounds so cute and so wonderful, and I really want to read it. And it's not going to take me long to read, but I just, honestly, I'm looking forward to reading this so much. I brought it myself in December because I really wanted to read it. And it just looks so cute, and it looks like there's so many dragons. It's got the thing in the back where it like tells you like Tea Dragon Handbook, and it's got all the like characters and stuff. So yeah, really looking forward to reading this one. Okay, roll 2 of 7. It has gone off the thing, but if I pull it forward you can see that that is an 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a purple, which is visual, and that is an animal on the cover. Okay, cool. Then roll number 2, we got a visual card, and this says animal on the cover. So potentially controversial, but it's my game and I make the rules. I'm classing dragons as animals, so I'm picking the second book in the Tea Dragon Society, which is the Tea Dragon Festival. I'm not going to read the back because I haven't read the back, because I don't want to give anything away from book 1. But yeah, this is book 2. I don't really have a lot to say, but yeah, for me it fits the prompt. Like, there's animal creatures. There's obviously this big looking dragon here, and then there's some little ones down here. So yeah, I'm classing it. Okay, so roll 3 of 7. It is another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 32, which is pink and genre-ish. And this is LGBTQIA+. So, there we go. Then, roll number 3, we got another genre-ish, and this one was LGBTQIA+. And for this one, surprise, this might be a surprise here, but I'm picking the Tea Dragon Tapestry, which is the 3rd book in the Tea Dragon Society series. Now, I will say I'm not 100% sure that there's representation in this book. I am fairly confident that in book 1, the 2 male tea shop owners are in a relationship, so that's obviously there's representation there. However, because I don't want to spoil myself, I don't know if they're in this book, I don't know if there's other representation, I really don't know. I don't want to spoil myself. These are very short books and they're graphic novels, which means like they will actually be even shorter. I don't want to look, I don't want to know. But because I know that there is in book 1, I'm assuming that there also is in book 3. So yeah. If there isn't, I will cross that path when I come to it, but I do think it's unlikely that there isn't going to be. Okay, so roll 4 of 7. Another 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is green, which is other. And for other, we've got a book you haven't seen on booktube. Okay. I think I can actually do that. Okay. Then, for prompt number 4, we got other. And this was a book you haven't seen on booktube, which honestly I don't know what I was thinking when I was writing these out, because I get most of my recommendations from booktube. But I do have this book here, which is a middle grade, called OCD Daniel. Like the, I'm presuming it's pronounced OCD Daniel, or maybe it's just OC Daniel. Not 100% sure. But this is a book that I just saw. It's secondhand, it's an old library copy, and I thought it sounded really interesting. So Daniel is the backup punter for the Erie Hills Elephants, which really means he's the water boy. He spends football practice perfectly arranging the water cups and imagining what would happen if monsters attacked the field. Actually, he spends most of his time hopping. No one notices his strange habits. He calls them zaps, avoiding writing the number 6, for example, or flipping a light switch on and off dozens of times. He finds comfort in working on his novel titled The Last Kid on Earth, but mostly he hopes no one notices that he might be crazy. Daniel's life takes a bizarre turn when he gets a note. "I need your help," it says. Signed, Fellow Starchild, whatever that means. Suddenly, Daniel, a total no one at school, is swept up in a mystery that might change everything for him. With great voice and grand adventure, this book is about feeling different and finding those who understand. I just think that sounds so lovely, and I want to read more books with like representation from like a variety of things. I want my understanding on life to be vast, and I think books, even though they are fictional, is a great way to do that. You know, you meet loads of new people in books, and yeah, they might not be real, but when you're reading it they are. So yeah, really excited about that one. So I haven't seen this on booktube, and honestly there could be someone on booktube who has talked about this, who has reviewed this, who has mentioned it, but I haven't seen it, so I'm picking it. Roll 5 of 7. That is a 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that is orange, which is type. This is a new series. Okie dokie. Okay. Then, excitedly, for prompt number 5, we got type, and the type of book was a new series, which I really shouldn't be doing. I'm trying to finish my series, but oh well, that's not happening. So I'm picking up The Cruel Prince. This is book 1 of the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. I'm really excited to read this. It's talked about so much, and I've never read it. I purchased it at some point last year, I think when I was reading the Red Queen series, because I was told if you like the Red Queen you'd like this, and I really love the Red Queen. So I'm picking this one. But yeah, The Cruel Prince, what's it about? Of course, I want to be like them. They're beautiful as blades forged in some divine fire, and Carden is even more beautiful than the rest. I hate him so much that sometimes when I look at him, I can hardly breathe. One terrible morning, Jude and her sisters see their parents murdered. The fearsome assassin abducts all 3 girls to the fairy court, where Jude soon realises that to survive she needs to be as cunning and deceitful as the Fae themselves. But the stairway to power is fraught with shadows and betrayal, and looming over all is the arrogant and charismatic Prince Carden. Honestly, I don't think the description sounds that great, but I've heard a lot of good things about this, and it's been recommended as something you might like for many series I've read and really enjoyed. So I think I'm going to read it and really enjoy it, or at least I hope. Roll 6 of 7, which will hopefully be a penultimate roll, is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Back down to the first one. Okay, so we know rolling 8 times, and I landed on genre-ish. This is short stories. Okay, so for roll number 6, we got short stories. And honestly, I don't have many short stories on my bookcase right now. I did have a quick scan through and I found 2, so I picked one of the 2. I'm not gonna lie, I went for the shortest one because this month is looking like it's going to have a lot of mandatory reads in it. So I went for The Shell Collector. I picked this up in a charity shop and it sounded so interesting. And to be honest, I know nothing about it except for what's on the back of it. So, a blind man spends his days roaming the beaches of Kenya collecting shells, classifying them by feeling their whorls, spines and folds in his fingers. A young woman discovers that she can explore the inner world of an animal's mind by touching its freshly dead body. A refugee from Liberia who cannot escape the horrors that he has witnessed finds salvation in the clandestine act of burying the hearts of beached whales. That, like, what? Yeah, I really don't know what this is going to be about. I think it's just going to be a bunch of really weird short stories. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 short stories in this, so hopefully I like them. The one that really calls out to me is the actual Shell Collector, and I'm guessing it's going to be the best one, as that's what like the entire book of short stories was named after also. But we will see. There's many I know nothing about because it definitely only talks about 3 on the back and there's 8 altogether, so we'll find out together, obviously, because in case you didn't know, in case this is your first video here, I do weekly reading vlogs, so pretty much every book I read is in a vlog here or there. So yeah, we'll find out what I actually end up thinking of this. Okay, roll number 7 of 8, which will now hopefully be our penultimate roll. And it's a 3, 1, 2, 3, which is visual. And that is orange cover. Okie dokie, that could be fun. Then we got orange cover, and I thought this was going to be quite easy, but it turns out I don't have many books right now with orange on the covers. So at some point last year I started rereading the Shadowhunter books, so just going in like publication order basically, and I got up to this one, and this has got a very orange cover. So this is book 4 of the Mortal Instruments, and it's City of Fallen Angels. So I'm actually going to prioritise it. I'm actually going to prioritise like getting on top of that reread and continuing on with it. So yeah, I am on chapter 6. I don't know if I'll restart it again or whether I'll just continue from chapter 6. I'm not really sure right now, but it's definitely got orange on the cover. This is part of the Mortal Instruments series, which if you don't know anything about, we follow Clary, who's our main character, and she very quickly discovers shadow hunters who are half angel beings, like half human, half angel, who keep demons out of the world. And there's a lot more to it, but honestly that's like the main point. And by book 4 a lot has happened, a lot of stuff's gone down, but yeah, I enjoyed the series the first time round, and I wanted to reread it so I can continue on with the rest of the world, because I've only ever read the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices, and there's now about 6 different series all based in this world. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing on this. Roll number 8, which will hopefully be our last roll. We've got an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh bloody hell. Okay. So I'm going back down to 7, and we're now doing another one as well. So this is a hyped book. Okay, so for roll number 7 we've got roll number 8 we've got hype book. Then I got a hyped book, and to be honest with you, I thought I might as well, as I've already put the Cruel Prince on there, I might as well put the second book on as well. So this is The Wicked King, which is the second book in the Cruel Prince trilogy or series. I'm not going to really talk about this because I've already spoken about book 1 and I wouldn't want to spoil anything, but this is really hyped. Everyone talks about this series. Like, I don't know whether book 2 is especially hyped. I've definitely heard some people say that book 2 is their favourite, but overall the entire Cruel Prince series is really hyped. A lot of people talk about it. I believe it's one of the books that's like coming back around on BookTok now. I'm pretty sure I've seen people mention it in like testing BookTok recommendation videos and stuff. So yeah, really hyped, really excited to read it. So I'm going to. Okay, roll number 9, which will actually really hopefully be our last roll, because I'm going to struggle to read this much. So there we go. We've got an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 type. Middle grade book. Okay, cool. Our last roll was a middle grade. So let's see what we can do. And then eventually we have book 9. We got type, and the type was middle grade, which was quite kind because middle grades are definitely easier to read for me at least. So yeah, so for middle grade I picked No Fixed Address. This is, honestly, I'm just going to read the synopsis. Oh, this has been a long video. Okay, so Felix Knudsen and his mom Astrid have a secret. They are living in a van. Astrid promises it's only till she finds a new job and begs Felix not to breathe a word. So when Felix starts at a new school, he does his best to hide it from his friends, even though his home has some serious downsides, like no privacy, heating, space, and worst of all, no bathroom. But Felix has a plan to turn his and Astrid's lives around. All he needs is a little luck and a lot of brain power. So there we go. Honestly, this is another one where, like, reading the back, it sounds interesting and I'm really excited to read it. However, the main thing that really made me want to read this was when I was considering buying it, I looked on Amazon, and sometimes you can click like read what's inside, and I clicked that and it had about like 5 pages or something, and I was reading these pages and I didn't want to stop. I was like, I could just keep reading this. Obviously you can't because it only shows you a small section, so you like know what you're getting yourself in for. But yeah, and after reading that and being like, wow, I could actually just sit here and read this now, like even reading it on my computer, I was like, I could do this, I could do this. So yeah, I got it. I'm really excited to read it, and I think it sounds really good and really wholesome, and like there's going to be a lot of characters there for Felix, and yeah, we'll wait and see. But yeah, sounds good. So that took a while. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever got that many +1s before, especially with no minus as well. Like it didn't even out with getting some minus. But these are all the books I'm hoping to read during March. Will I do it? Honestly, this is the first month that I'm really not confident about this. Like, these are so many books. I guess 3 of them are graphic novels, so that should make it a little bit easier. But yeah, I really don't know. I have a lot of fun filming these videos. I did not expect to ever have 9 books on my TBR. That is quite a lot, and I think I'm kind of done, to be quite honest. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe putting like a 10 cap on it for like the rest of time, because yeah, I didn't expect to be able to get so many +1s, especially not 2 of the +1s were from the same snake. Like, no, did not have the best rolls, but I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm really excited about all the books that I'm going to hopefully read in March. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video too. Please do give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you'd like to see more content like this. I do wrap-ups every month, I do weekly reading vlogs, and I'll also do the TBR games every month, along with a load of other content as well. So yeah, if you are interested, I upload every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so hopefully I will see you there. Okay, bye!